Jesus sat down in front of you today and opened his mouth to speak, would you really listen? Be honest, not just hear him, but listen and let his words rearrange your entire way of thinking. That's what happened on a Galilean hillside 2,000 years ago. The main text is found in Matthew 5:7. The Sermon on the Mount, Matthew 5:7, isn't just the longest recorded sermon Jesus ever preached. It is the manifesto of the kingdom of God. And unlike any sermon the world had ever heard, it wasn't about religion, it was about transformation. Let's explore 3 powerful truths Jesus delivered that still shake the world today, or Jesus redefined what it means to be blessed. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Matthew 5:3. Jesus opens not with commands, but with paradoxes. He flips human logic upside down. The world says, "Blessed are the rich, powerful, confident." Jesus says, "Blessed are the broken, the meek, the merciful." He's not just listing attitudes, he's describing kingdom citizens. People who live like this don't belong to this world. They belong to heaven, even while walking on earth. Would anyone describe you as someone who lives by the Beatitudes? Jesus raised the bar on righteousness. You have heard it said, but I say unto you. Matthew 5:21-22, 27-28. Over and over, Jesus says, you've heard, but I say. He wasn't abolishing the law, he was aiming it deeper. Beyond behavior to the heart. It's not just about not murdering, it's about anger. It's not just about avoiding adultery, it's about lust. It's not just about loving your neighbor, it's about loving your enemy. Matthew 5:44. Jesus exposed how easy it is to appear holy, but remain unchanged inside. Final reflection. Have you allowed Jesus to dig deep beneath the surface of your goodness? Jesus called for radical trust in God. Seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added to you. Matthew 6:33, Jesus knew we're anxious about money, food, the future, but he said, don't worry like the world does. The Sermon on the Mount isn't a motivational speech, it's a call to radical trust in the Father who sees in secret, Matthew 6:6, and provides openly. If you live for the kingdom, the king takes care of his citizens. A choice on the mountain. Jesus ends the sermon with a warning. Everyone who hears these words of mine and does them is like a wise man who built his house on the rock. Matthew 7:24. He gives us a choice, rock or sand, obedience or collapse, wisdom or ruin. The Sermon on the Mount is not just to be admired, it's to be lived. A final challenge. Will you let the words of Jesus shape the foundation of your life?